Hi, my name is Ethan, and I am at the Jeffersontown Police Department, and I am interviewing a officer, and I chose a officer that I was working on for my career. Enjoy the video. What is the coolest part of being a police officer?
Helping people.
Tell me about a time where you helped somebody.
Oh goodness. Basically I help people every day. I make sure that they're safe and get home safely by being out on the streets and making sure people go slow when they're driving. But a specific time when I helped somebody, we had a family that was broken down on the interstate not too long ago, and they didn't have a lot of money and they didn't have any food. So the officers and I put some money together and we got them some food and we got them some gas, and that way they could get to where they were going. The day in the life of a police officer. Well, we start out, we come into the office and we have a meeting every day at the beginning of shift, and the officers are told where the hot spots are in the city or what we need to look out for as far as car break-ins or people have been breaking into houses. So they get that information, and then the next part of an officer's day is going out on the streets. And the ladies, which are right behind the window over there, those are our dispatchers. They'll get on the radio if they receive a call from somebody needing help, and they'll get on the radio and tell the officers where they need to go. And then of course the officers will either go to a wreck or go to someone's house, and they'll take a report, and then they'll continue to patrol the area, ride around on the streets, make sure everybody's being safe and going slow. Occasionally we have to pull somebody over and write them a speeding ticket or something. But in the end of the day, our main job is to go home safe to our families.
Where do you keep the bad guys?
We keep them in jail, and our jail is downtown, in downtown Louisville, so we don't keep them around here.
Yeah, because it's not safe.
Not safe at all. Some police officers will get some schooling when they go to college. They will get information about law enforcement in our colleges that we go to. But our primary training is at the police academy, and we spend up to 16 to 20 weeks in the police academy, where we learn how to drive better, where we have to learn all the laws about the state and our city laws, and we also learn what's called defensive tactics, which is where we learn how to fight people if we have to fight them, or handcuff them and basically defend ourselves. That depends on where you work. Different agencies pay different amounts. Some guys out in the state probably make about $18,000 a year, and some guys start out about $40,000 a year. So it just depends on where you're at.
My teacher told me that someone said I want to change my career to a cop, and they said she said that she thinks that you don't like to be called a cop because it sounds like a bad guy.
It's not. The word cop comes from the words constable on patrol, which is what they used to be called a long, long time ago in England. They were called, in the early Americas, they were called constables, and they would patrol, so that's where they got the word cop from. It's constable on patrol. I personally don't mind being a cop, being called a cop. Some of the officers do. But it's probably best if you just call them officer. That way you're not going to go wrong.
You have a game room?
No, we don't have a game room. For fun, we get around and tell stories about some of the runs that we've made in the past. And it not only is a way for us to have a little fun, it's also a way for us to relieve a little stress. Because we get together and we laugh at each other's stories. And it's a way for us to become better friends. So we just tell stories, basically.
And you spend time putting all the packages.
Somebody did. I didn't, but somebody did, yep.
Do you read police officer books? that people write?
I've read a couple. I love to read, but I don't read too many police officer books. I read other kind of books, like things about the law and things that excite me. Kind of like action movies. I like action books. So, but I do read some newer books that are about police officers.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
It's my pleasure. I hope you have a good thing to show for your class.